Well, hello there. My name's Paul. Welcome to my channel, Talking Music, where every song has a story. And on this channel, we like to get behind the story of the song, the facts, the information, sometimes the secret of what made the song. And the song we're featuring over the next few minutes is this one, from REM and Losing My Religion. Now, this song was the first single from the group's 1991 album Out of Time. And what's unique about this song is that the melody is based on a riff from an instrument that can be traced back to 17th century Italy, the mandolin, which itself evolved from the lute family of instruments which go back even further. REM guitarist Peter Buck had bought a mandolin and was teaching himself to play. As he recounted in an interview, he just wanted to go out and buy a musical instrument. He didn't know what he was going to buy, and he walked into the shop, saw this strange-looking instrument, and thought, that's the one I'm going to buy. He didn't even at the time know it was a mandolin. The picture you're looking at the moment is the actual mandolin he bought and the one that's used on the song. He would then jam to himself and record his session. He was just trying to get used to the instrument, and by listening back to what he'd recorded the day after, he could step back almost as a third person and objectively ascertain what sounded good and what didn't. After doing this daily for a couple of weeks and getting better and better on the mandolin, he was listening back the next day. And in Peter's own words, there was a bunch of stuff that was really me learning how to play the mandolin. And then there was what eventually became Losing My Religion. From that point, from practice tape to studio and then finished song, was quite a quick journey. It only took a couple of weeks, as Peter remembers. Losing My Religion was recorded in September of 1990 at Bearsville Studio in New York. The song arrangement consisted of mandolin, electric bass and drums, but the song had a hollow feel to it. There was no mid-range. It was just low and high end with bass and mandolin. So acoustic guitar was introduced into the recording. Michael Stipe, the band's very distinctive lead singer, wrote much of the lyrics. But the democratic way in which the band worked meant all four members, Michael Stipe, Peter Buck, Mike Mills and Bill Berry, got equal writing credits. Here's Peter and Mike.
I felt really strongly at the beginning that we should share publishing. That was my idea. And it was fought very hard for it. And Mike just said, no, I wrote that song and I want the publishing myself. And I said, what breaks up bands is ego and money. And we all got plenty of ego. Let's make sure we share the money. That's songwriting to me. And it's nice that we were at the same place financially. It would be really hard to do this if one or more of the other guys, was making half the money.
And it's just far and away, I think, the best decision we ever made, and the whole rest of it follows from that. I wouldn't want to be in a band where I didn't have equal say. I wouldn't. There's no way this band could have lasted this long if we all didn't have an equal voice in the things we do or don't do. We see how things have to be, and we've all managed to sublimate our egos at one time or another enough to keep things going.
After the band had finished the studio recording, orchestral strings were added by members of the Atlantic Symphony Orchestra a month or so later, giving the song that fuller sound we hear today. Michael Stipe has many times said the lyrics to Losing My Religion have absolutely nothing to do with religion. Through the 1980s, he was vocal about the way he felt about love songs. He thought there were too many of them, and most of them were banal and sickly. And he didn't want to write a typical or usual love song in that vein. With The One I Love, we can understand exactly what he means by that, because it is a love song. With that one line which says it all, this song goes out to the one I love. And that's the top and bottom of the love detail within the song. It's a Michael Stipe love song, something different and certainly out of the ordinary. The band did it again with Losing My Religion, another love song that doesn't fit the love song template. The phrase, losing my religion, was a Southern American term which the band, coming from Georgia, knew quite well. It meant losing one's civility or demeanour or cool, having no control of the way you feel and feeling desperate or frustrated. And Michael said that the song was about love. It was a love song, but about unrequited love, someone who is pining for someone else. And it has an obsessive quality to it. He compared it to The Police and Every Breath You Take, where Sting was writing about his ex-wife. So it was another love song, but not the type the band despised. At the time, 1990, Michael certainly rated Losing My Religion. He said it was by far the best song the band had ever done. And he said Losing My Religion might even change the course of musical history.
Well, the new record is by far the best thing that we've ever done. The best record we've ever made. And it's probably going to redefine pop history.
Well, it's a great song, there's no doubting that, but I'm not too sure whether the song has changed the musical world. But it does have some high-profile fans, one being Bono from U2. The music video was a loosening of the usual REM style. Their videos up until now had shown just fleeting moments, a second here, a second there, of members of the band, because it was a conscious decision to not have the personality of the band interfere with the music that they were playing. So they used lots of other extraneous and eclectic messages and images with their videos. This changed with Losing My Religion, where you saw Michael Stipe dancing in his usual style for more extended periods of the video. But when he wasn't dancing, the video reverts to the usual REM style. You could see Michael Stipe's face, but it would be turned away from the camera, or he'd have a hand covering his face. The rest of the video was laden with religious imagery. The video was directed by Tarsan Singh and was nominated in 9 categories of the MTV Music Awards, winning 6 of them: Video of the Year, Best Group Video, Breakthrough Video, Best Direction, Best Art Direction, and Best Editing. But how did it do in the charts? Well, let's have a look. The UK singles chart, got to be honest, only a mediocre performance in terms of the single. The album did better. But it got as high as number 19. That was its peak on the 16th of March 1991. It entered the charts at number 26 the following week at 19, but didn't go any higher. Stayed at number 19 for 3 weeks. The number 1 song in the chart that particular week was The Clash and Should I Stay or Should I Go? In America, it did better. It made the top 5. That was its peak June the 22nd, 1991. It didn't make a gold record, though, just shy of 1 million copies in the US. Well, they were the band that went from the US college circuit to packing stadiums worldwide with this song and the album, Out of Time. And going back to that interview of many years ago where Peter Buck said he didn't realise that that mandolin would change his and his band's life, and he didn't know whether it was for good or ill, you'd have to say, in answer to that statement from Peter, that this song has been extremely good for them. REM and Losing My Religion. And that'll do it for this time. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch more, then please subscribe. There are many more videos of great songs waiting for you. The stories, the facts and information, and even some secrets, all on Talking Music, where every song has a story. Just click that subscribe button for more. And I'll catch you on the next video. So till then, I wish you well. Bye-bye.